These numbers are all wrong.
Oh, which section?
All of it. Every item. You need to recount this before close.
Neil, that's thousands of items. I can't do that alone in one shift.
I don't care.
Neil, it's physically not possible for one person to finish all of
If
the...
it's not done, you'll be let go. Clear?
I'll try.
Trying isn't enough. Has the interview candidate arrived?
Yes, she's been here a while, browsing the floor.
Why didn't you tell me?
You were in the back.
Miss Joanna. Neil, it's great to meet you. I hope you haven't been waiting long.
No, not at all. I was happy to get here and look at the floor first.
Good instinct. All right, shall we do the interview?
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, have a seat. Okay, so I've gone through your CV, and I have to say the background is impressive. 5 years in floor management, regional rollout experience, the numbers you drove at your last position.
Thank you.
Can you walk me through how you handle high traffic days? We get a real crunch on the weekends.
You staff for the peak, not the average. Most managers staff for the average and scramble on busy days. You front load the coverage in the first 2 hours when foot traffic is highest, rotate breaks around the mid-afternoon lull, and make sure your floor leads have the authority to make decisions without coming to you every 10 minutes.
That's exactly right. And it's the exact approach I've been trying to implement here.
And how's that going?
Work in progress.
It usually is.
What's your approach to underperforming staff?
It depends on the reason. Performance issue, coaching, clear targets, documented follow-up. Attitude issue, direct conversation, one warning, then you move. Keeping someone who poisons the floor costs more than the hiring process does.
Couldn't agree more. I have to say, you're one of the strongest candidates I've spoken to.
I appreciate that.
One more question. How do you handle a situation where a customer is unhappy and the associate is in the right?
You back your associate, publicly, calmly, and without making the customer feel attacked. You acknowledge what they're feeling, redirect the conversation, and make it clear that your team is not available to be mistreated. The associate is watching how you handle it. So is every other customer in the store.
And if the customer threatens a bad review?
You thank them for their feedback and let them leave. A customer who needs to sacrifice your staff to stay is not a customer worth keeping.
That's a strong position.
Yeah, it's the right one.
All right, well, here, let me show you the floor properly.
Let's do it.
Oh, you didn't mention your condition during the interview.
I mentioned my accident and my recovery in my application.
You didn't disclose that you were disabled.
I'm not disabled. I use a cane to assist with walking. Nothing about that prevents me from doing the job we just discussed.
Well, it changes things.
What does it change?
Liability, insurance implications, the physical demands of a floor manager position.
I walked your floor for 10 minutes before this interview. I moved through every section. I assessed your layout, your stock density, your traffic flow. Did any of that look like a problem to you?
Well, that's different from a full shift.
I've managed full shifts for 5 years with a cane.
There's also the matter of how customers might respond.
Respond to what?
The way you move through the floor. First impressions matter in retail.
You just said I was one of the strongest candidates you've spoken to.
That was before.
Before you saw my cane?
Before I had the full picture.
The cane isn't a picture. It's a walking aid. My qualifications are the same as they were 10 minutes ago.
I understand that, but the role requires someone who can...
Walk the floor? I just did it. For 10 minutes, you watched me.
In a busy period, it's different.
What busy period have you managed that I couldn't?
Look, I'm not saying that you couldn't. I'm just saying there are, concerns. Some customers might feel uncertain about the authority of someone who, presents differently.
Presents differently.
It's a practical concern.
What you're describing is a discrimination under federal law. An employer cannot reject a candidate based on the physical characteristics that do not affect their ability to do the job.
Look, I'm not rejecting anyone, I'm raising concerns.
The concerns that you're raising are not legal concerns. They're personal ones. And the word you're looking for is not liability, it's bias.
I don't appreciate being lectured about the law in my own store.
I don't appreciate being told my qualifications don't apply just because I use a cane.
Sally, get in here! Why didn't you warn me before the interview
About what?
that she uses a cane? You should have flagged that.
I didn't think it was relevant because it isn't relevant.
That's not right.
Excuse me?
She was qualified enough that you just called her one of the best candidates you'd seen. The only thing that changed is something that has nothing to do with the job.
Sir, this is a private conversation.
I'm a customer. I don't want to support a company that discriminates against people. I'm involved enough.
You need to stay out of this.
And I need you to not discriminate against a job candidate in front of me, so we both want things.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the store.
I'd like to finish this conversation first.
The conversation is finished, and defending a candidate against a management decision, that's insubordination. You still have an inventory to complete alone, tonight, or not at all.
I won't be completing the inventory tonight.
Excuse me?
I'll be doing something else instead.
What exactly do you think you'll be doing?
Making sure this conversation is documented.
Excuse me?
You just told me that I would be fired because I said something that was true. I want that on record.
You don't get to decide what goes on record.
I get to decide what goes on record. My name is Joanna Clark, the CEO of the retail chain that owns this store.
That's not possible.
I've been receiving complaints about this location for several months, specifically about how the management treats employees and candidates who present any kind of difference. I came in today to see the behavior firsthand.
You conducted a fake interview? That's deception.
I applied for a real position under my real name with real credentials. Everything I told you in that interview was true.
You didn't disclose who you were.
You didn't ask. And if you had, I'd have told you.
This isn't fair.
What I just watched wasn't fair either.
I was running a professional process. I had legitimate concerns about the role.
You told a candidate that her qualifications no longer applied after she picked up her cane. You told your associate that defended that candidate that she was insubordinate. You threatened her job just for speaking up.
I have always run the store professionally, okay?
Sally,
Yeah?
you filed a written complaint to HR just over 6 weeks ago.
I did.
That complaint was the first one I read. It was specific, documented clearly, and written by someone who has a clear understanding of the patterns that have been going on around here.
You went to HR
Yeah. 6 weeks ago.
behind my back.
Through the proper channel, yes.
I've been set up. You used her complaint to build a case against me and then walked in here to manufacture evidence?
I walked in. You did everything else.
A CEO with a disability running a retail operation? You of all people should understand the practical...
Stop.
I'm just saying
Your
that
employment is terminated, effective right now.
you're gonna regret this.
I've heard that before.
I know people in this industry. You can't just walk in here, limp in here, and
You have 10 minutes to pack. Leave the keys, Neil.
You gonna be okay?
Define okay.
Fair point.
The inventory discrepancy, that can wait till tomorrow. We'll get adequate staff to handle it properly.
Thank you.
I'll be working with HR to fill in the manager position, so your institutional knowledge of this store could be very valuable to that process if you're interested.
Oh, I'm interested.
Good. Thank you for speaking up.
I didn't do very much.
Well, you said the right thing at the right time. That's not nothing.
Thank you.
Miss Undercover CEO.